Welcome back to KHS Cougar News. I'm Zachary.
And I'm Samara, bringing you this week's upcoming news.
Time for the usual reminders. Make sure to have your ID and have your laptop charging ready every day.
Fall final exams start next week. Here's the schedule in case you need it. On Tuesday starts 6th period exams, so you will not be going to your 7th period that day. And if you are exempt, you must still attend the class. Good luck.
Attention all seniors, you can purchase the official 2025 class year yard sign on RevTrack. There's a limited supply, so buyers as soon as possible. Here's a QR code to RevTrack.
FAFSA and TASFA are open. Seniors, be sure to complete one of these forms before winter break begins.
A reminder that the Math Honor Society offers math tutorials every Tuesday in the CCR room.
Starting next week in our campus-wide dress-up days for the holidays. Starting Monday, wear fleece or flannel. Tuesday, wear your favorite holiday socks. Wednesday, wear Santa hat for holiday cheer. Thursday, wear Christmas colors. And finally, Friday, wear Christmas pajamas.
I'm so excited to see people dress up.
Me too. By the way, Zachary, do you feel like there's a way for us to get more information on the announcements?
Oh, actually, yeah, there is. If you're an organization or teacher that thinks there's valuable news to be shared on the announcements, then you can fill out the form available right here.
Let's see our new police officers this year.
Hey Cougs, today we are going to be interviewing our new police officers that help keep our campus safe.
Why did you want to become an officer?
Why did I want to become an officer? Well, for me, it's actually an accident. I actually wanted to be in sports medicine. But back then, when I graduated high school, I tried to go into that course. One, it was expensive. Two, I wasn't ready for another 4, 5, 6 years of college. So I'm like, you know what? Let me do something interesting. I joined the military, and from there on, it kind of like, I like, let me do something that's close to the military. And police is the only thing that's, I could think of. So I joined became a police officer.
Gotcha. And then what struggles did you face while becoming one?
Well, when I was going through the police academy, I was working full time at the same time. Working all day and then going to school at night. I did that for like 9 months, and it's hard to like concentrate sometimes when you're, after you work, you're tired, and sometimes, you don't get off in time, and then you're trying to hurry to get to your class, and then you have to go home, put your uniform on, and all of this, and you got stuff at the house. You got to go pick up your child, stuff like that. So that was the struggle, is the time management for me.
Okay, gotcha. And what was the process of becoming a police officer?
Well, I think there's several ways that you can. Back in the days, if you go to college and you get a degree in law enforcement, you can just easily apply to an agency. But now I think you can go to college, get your degree, and then apply at the academy. But some officers now, they some of them have like you can have so many credits, and a police academy will accept that, and then you go get your certification and then go back to school and get your degree. Some people do that. Either one is good.
Why did you want to become an officer?
Well, I actually started when I was young. I think I was like 5 or 6, and I was at my grandpa's house, and my uncle walked in. And when he walked in, he was fully dressed in a police uniform. He had just graduated the academy, and once I first saw it, it's like, wow, I was really impressed with how he was dressed. And then after that, he came home and he told me a few stories about what he did throughout the day, how he helped people, that were in trouble, how he helped people that people just talk to him at that time. He would go up to him and talk to him and just help him out emotionally and just structurally as much as he could, And after that, that's when I decided, you know what, I want to be in law enforcement, and that's why I did it, to help people, be part of the community.
Gotcha. And what struggles did you face while becoming an officer?
Well, when I was in the academy, I had to go to academy all day long, and I worked. So my day began at 3:30 in the morning. I would go to work, be there at 5, 10-hour days, work till 3:30. Once I got home at 5, and I got ready and went to school at night. So I went to school from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. every day for 9 months.
9 months.
So the hard thing was being away from my family.
Mhm.
Whatever downtime I had, it was studying. So I missed a lot of time with my family during that time, but it was well worth it. They supported me, and I did it, and I graduated from the academy.
And what was the process of becoming an officer?
Well, it's a different lifestyle. The process is your mentality changes, because from civilian to officer, your mindset just changes. So during that process, I did lose some friends because they see you differently. Um, you really don't hang out as much as you used to when you're all together. But it's a process, it's a lifestyle, it's a change in your life. It's a whole different meaning. So it was it was difficult to change at one point, because my thought process has changed. I saw people differently. So it was complicated at first, but well worth it though.
We hope you learned something new about the police officers in this video.
Ready for the cherry big, Zachary?
Yup. Time for some news. Scientists are worried that once solar maximum is over, a more intense phase that can closely follow could end in disaster. Known as the battle zone, the newly identified development stage is when overlapping magnetic fields are present in each hemisphere of the sun and a more giant coronal holes, cooler and darker regions created by the sun's magnetic field, emerge on our home star's surface. These areas, which produce high solar speed winds, could make a charge of more particles and could be detrimental for satellites orbiting near Earth, which have rapidly increased since the last solar cycle. The battling zone will likely begin the next year or two and last until 2028, according to the Leica Space, a space weather and prediction and solution company.
According to the Associated Press, the federal government has announced it will recognize the new Syrian government as long as it renounces terrorism, get rid of its chemical weapons stock, and protects the rights of minorities and women. This announcement comes after Syrian rebels forced Bashar al-Assad for power and named Mohammed al-Bashir as interim prime minister. And that's all for news.
Now, let's see what we have for sports. First for boys basketball, JV placed fourth in their tournament, beating Summer Creek in Austin, but losing to Elkins and Hightower, while varsity got fourth place also, beating Creek Brook, Texas City, and Dawson, but losing to Hightower and Iowa Colony. They'll play Bush on Friday, and the tip-off is at Kepner at 7 p.m. And for girls basketball, they beat Aldine and Madison, but lost to Galena Park and Wyatt, and they'll play their next game on Friday at Terry at 6:30 p.m. Now, back to the announcements.
Is you or your friend's birthday coming up? Then you should surprise them by featuring them on KHS News. Scan a flyer with a present on it that can be seen in the hallways and submit their name and even a picture if you want. It's almost time to sign up, but before we head out, make sure to follow KHS_press for both Instagram and Twitter for weekly pictures on events.
Also, subscribe to KHS Cougar News on YouTube, where all weekly announcements are posted.
Bye.
Bye.